Hi, it's Amanda from handmadebymanda.com. Welcome to my first ever Facebook Live. I'm really nervous. I've been having a few technical difficulties. And sorry, I'm just looking it up on my iPad so that I can see if anybody makes any comments. Not that I'm expecting anybody to be watching. But before I thought that I would just do some crafting before I cleaned my craft desk away. So I've got my coffee, move that out of the way. Before I start, just a couple of notifications. The online extravaganza finishes today. So if you're in Australia and would like to purchase any of these products, they are at a pretty good discount. You can get them in my online store, handmadebymanda.com, or you can give me a call or leave a message here on my Facebook. For anybody who is ordering from me this month, my hostess code, if your order is less than $150, you can use the code and get a special present for me at the end of the month. If your order is above that, then just do your order yourself because you'll get your own rewards. So I wanted to show you just a quick card that, it's a sketch that I've been working on, and I'm going to use the Snowman Season bundle. So I've already got my stamps mounted, but I wanted to just show you this comes as a bundle with the Snowman Season punch. And what I've just taken a scrap of cardstock and punched it out, and I have actually marked that this is the front of the card, so that when you mount, you can sit all your stamps in there to mount them all at once. Just makes it easier to punch. So I've got a scrap of Whisper White and some Memento Black. I'll just ink that up nicely, stamp it towards the bottom. Looks like my Memento might need a little bit of re-inking. So before I cut it out, punch that one out, I'm going to colour the little snowman's hat. So I have a basic black dark blend, and I'm just going to colour here on the side. This is where I get really nervous because I don't know what to say when I'm concentrating. And I've got the basic black light alcohol marker, and I'm just colouring in the rest of the hat. And I have a cherry cobbler dark for the berries. And this one is Mossy Meadow in the dark, and then I follow that up with the light. And I've got, this is the Bermuda Bay. Just to give his hat a little bit of colour. Once I've done all that, I can take the snowman punch. And because everything's lined up where I've used the punch outline to start with, I can do all of that with one punch. So I've got two little arms, his hat. So I can take a glue dot, put onto the back of his hat, on his head. I know what I forgot. Some pumpkin pie, because all snowmen have a carrot for their nose. Just a little bit of Tombow on his arms. So here I have some real red which is half of an A4 sheet. So that's 14.5 centimetres by 21 centimetres, and I've scored it at 10.5. And onto that I've got some design, piece of Coastal Cabana. So this is 9.5 centimetres by 5.7 centimetres, and a piece of DSP which is 10.5 centimetres by 5 centimetres. I'm just going to layer that on, and yes, our DSP is absolutely beautiful on both sides. It's a shame to cover it up. So I'm just going to glue this piece on here, just centering it, leaving a nice border. That's where the Tombow is really good. You get a little bit of wiggle room. Some more glue, and I'm going to put that onto the front of my card, just up from the bottom. So this is the DSP from the Snowman Season Suite. I can't think what it's called right at the present second. And I've cut this one using the rectangle stitched framelits, and I've used 1, 2, 3, the fourth largest one in that set. I've already cut that because the big shot's at the other side of my room, and I'm going to use some dimensionals for that. I can never get the backings off. Do you have trouble getting the backings off? And I'm just going to line that up into the middle. And I've got another scrap of white here, and I'm using a greeting from the Itty Bitty Christmas set. We're going to use this one here called Christmas Cheer, and I'm going to stamp that in the Coastal Cabana. Hopefully I'll get it straight. It's pretty good. And if I'm using the tailored tag punch, and if I insert it from the end, find my text, pull it back a little bit, I can get a nice banner. And I don't want it quite that big, so just trim it off a little. And on this end I'm going to double stack my dimensionals, because we already had a dimensional here, and the end of my banner is going to be off the side. So just to keep the height the same. Put my banner in here, and then dimensional on my snowman, and use a mini for this side, because the other side of him will be on the end of the banner. So I'll just use a bit of glue. And there we go. So I always talk to the ladies who come to my classes about not having nude envelopes, and we always decorate the insides of our cards as well. So from the stamp set, let's take this one. And I'm going to use some more Coastal Cabana. Actually, no. I'm going to use the real red. The writing in red. That's better. And I've got the small snowflakes. That's the inside, and I always tell my ladies, no naked envelopes. So we always decorate our envelopes. I'm just going to put some snowflakes down the side. And I can put the inside of my card. Just like that. So we have just a quick and easy Christmas card using a few supplies. Now you can take this idea and you can make quite a number of Christmas cards using a lot of our stamping sets. So here are some different ones that I've done. This is from the Most Wonderful Time products medley range in the catalogue. And I've also used the same design for the Christmas is Gleaming stamp set. But it doesn't have to just be Christmas. You can do this with quite a few of our cards. So here I have the Good Morning Magnolia. And I've actually changed my fold to a tent fold for this one. And of course the Magnolia has a number of colours in it. So I've done one in the opposite, in with your early espresso. But don't forget the kids, we've got Dino Days, it works just as well. You can see I have the same elements just with the dinosaurs. And of course I really love this stamp set for the kids. The Wiggly Bugs are beautiful. So you can see you can just take one idea from a card that I saw online, and then I've gone through some of my stamp sets and just picked out some that I liked. Now you don't even have to, you can see here with this one, I didn't even use the rectangles. I went with the, oh, what are they called? The stitched shapes? No, that name is escaping me. And I put in a different shape in the background, and whether you actually stamp the background or whether you use designer series paper, they all look pretty good. So thanks for watching.